everyone, my name is Shannon and I am just a girl who loves Christmas, and I want to welcome you here to the Cozy Christmas Cottage. I also want to thank Cricut for sponsoring today's video. It's not only fun to make your own homemade Christmas decor and gifts, but it's also much more affordable. So today I have 10 Dollar Tree Christmas DIYs I want to share with you. So let's go ahead and dash right into this first Christmas project. I really love to customize and personalize all of my handmade items, especially at Christmas time. I'm going to show you how to do that featuring my Cricut Explore 3 and show you how you can utilize this machine, turning things from Dollar Tree that are only $1, which is great, into things that look custom and high-end. So we're going to start with this package of wooden snowflake cutouts. They're great because you get 8 in a pack. We're only going to need 1 for this project, so you have several more to use in other projects. I painted the snowflake white, of course, and then I'm also using a wood plank from Dollar Tree and painted that brown. We're going to use some hot glue and attach our white snowflake right onto the top. Now our snowflake is going to sit in place of an O in the word joy, so we need to create that J and Y. Just went into my Cricut design space, clicked that text button, typed out the J and Y, and we're gonna be cutting this on some smart vinyl. Smart vinyl is a great material because you do not have to use a cutting mat with this, which makes this go even more quickly. I'm loading it into my machine. I also have an extra docking station outside of that, which helps to feed our vinyl into the machine. And then once it's all done, it also has a built-in little strip that will cut your vinyl for you to make this project even quicker. Then you can go ahead and take your vinyl over and start weeding out all of the excess parts that you do not need. You'll also want to apply a piece of transfer tape over top of your vinyl and then peel that away from your paper backing. Now, because I am going to be applying these separately, I went ahead and cut these pieces apart. Now we can go ahead and apply these vinyl decals onto our wood sign, just rubbing it down firmly and then removing that transfer sheet on the top to reveal our finished piece. Now, obviously, you can paint these if you want to, or use like a paint pen to draw them in. However, I don't have the greatest handwriting, so a lot of times I revert to just using vinyl because it comes out perfect every time. I'm also going to embellish the side of this with some gorgeous crushed green velvet ribbon and just tying a knot to keep that in place. I just love how amazingly high-end this turned out when in reality it was so inexpensive to make with just a little piece of ribbon, 2 items from Dollar Tree, and a little bit of vinyl. Also, Cricut Design Space features their own pre-made designs that you can select from, and we're gonna make a coffee mug next. And this one, it says, "I am freaking cold." It's definitely how I feel all winter long here in the Midwest, but this would make a really cute gift idea too. So all I did was cut it out of my Cricut Explore 3 on my smart vinyl, and then I'm going to apply it to a Dollar Tree coffee mug. Really easy to apply these, and then all you have to do is hand wash these. You definitely don't want to put these into the dishwasher. Now, as you can see here, I have a letter trying to lift up with my transfer tape. I just didn't push down hard enough on that letter, so I went over it with my fingernail. You can go back over it with a squeegee too. And then just go ahead and continue pulling off your transfer tape slowly to reveal your finished design. I think it is so cool how quickly a decal turns something so inexpensive into something that looks so much nicer. I'm also going to be using some embellishments here from Dollar Tree. These little styrofoam snowflakes I thought would be cute to dump into here, and add a little cinnamon stick to the top too to use as a decorative piece if I'm not using it for my hot cocoa. I know everyone seems to be on different sides of the fence, but you let me know down in the comments below. Do you love wintertime, or are you more of a warm weather fan? Up next is this gorgeous metal truck from Dollar Tree. We're going to paint that out with some red and black chalk paint to really give it some detail. I also changed out the ribbon hanger at the top. And then I love decals because you can personalize things and make them look so much more high-end just by something simple like this. And all I did was use the text feature in Cricut Design Space. This is actually a votive candle holder from Dollar Tree, but we're not going to use it as a candle holder. We're going to give it a different purpose. And all I thought would be the cutest thing to add to this was a snowflake onto the front, which was so quick and easy to cut and weed and apply to the front, very similar to that coffee mug as it has a little bit of roundness to the front. But if you take it slowly, kind of work from the middle out, you have no problem at all applying things to rounded surfaces like this. I'm also going to add some red and white twine to the bottom and use this as a candy holder. So I grabbed some York peppermint patties from Dollar Tree and added those to the inside to be a cute little candy dish. These are definitely my favorite candies. You guys let me know, what is your favorite candy in the comments below. I couldn't pass up this tray from Dollar Tree with the black and white buffalo check. I love that so much. I also wanted to make this more of a sign than a tray, so I found this Santa Stop Here design in Cricut Design Space, but this time I'm using regular vinyl. You don't have to use the smart vinyl. For the Explorer 3, you can still use a cutting mat. So I went ahead and put some regular red vinyl onto a mat and sent my design through the Cricut Explorer 3, and then went ahead and weeded out my red vinyl. The lines on the tray actually made this super easy to center and line up and make sure I have it perfectly placed before applying that onto the inside of the tray and removing that transfer tape. I was so proud of this piece. It turned out so cute, but then I was even more proud of this cute little vignette that I set up. It was so cozy feeling in my she shed next to the fireplace and the Christmas tree with my favorite candle lit next to it. Now we're going to make a simple sign with this unfinished wood oval piece from Dollar Tree. I went ahead and cut the strings off and painted that out white. I also want to make this a little bit more fancy with some gold metallic paint, so I added that all the way around the edges and rim of this sign. Now I wanted a fun sign to hang on my office door at Christmas time, so I found a design that says Santa's Workshop on it and cut that out of my red vinyl. I also had some ribbon on hand that was red and green and had the gold little accents in it, and I thought that was perfect for this sign. I can't wait to decorate my office for Christmas time because this will definitely go on that front door. Dollar Tree definitely has the best unfinished wood pieces. We're gonna turn these wood Christmas trees into a gorgeous banner. I'm gonna be using 6 of these for mine, but depending on what word you want on yours, you may need more or less. I'm painting all of these trees out white as I'm gonna be putting it on my mantle, which is a dark wood, and I wanted it to contrast. So I cut out some black vinyl for this one, just in the word Noel, and then cutting those letters apart so I can apply them individually onto the fronts of those trees. Then I pulled out some red velvet ribbon to start adding to the front of the mantle, and then I'm going to be adding those Christmas trees on individually. I like to do it this way because then I'm able to kind of space them out the way I want and also add embellishments in between if I want to. And you'll see here, once I get those Christmas trees tied on individually, I have my finished banner. However, I think what I want to do is keep my eyes open for some pretty jingle bells and add those in between. So keep that in mind too. Once you get something made, you can always change it and add on to it later if you want to. As soon as I saw these triangle signs at Dollar Tree, I immediately thought Christmas tree. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm taping off those edges, so I wanna leave the edges that natural wood color, and we're gonna paint out the center white. Once it was dry, I went ahead and removed that painter's tape from the inside there. And I went onto my Cricut design space and looked for a triangle Christmas design and found this really cute one that was in the shape of a Christmas tree with some cute words and that star at the top. And I cut that with some black vinyl and applied that to the inside. This wood block is also from Dollar Tree, and I thought it would make the perfect trunk for this tree, so I just hot glued that onto the bottom, and you can see this really inexpensive, pretty much only for $2, more on trend Christmas tree. Now, next to that Stop Here Santa, I found this design and had to do something with it too. And I had one of these chalkboards from Dollar Tree that I thought would work perfectly. So I sized that design down to the size of my chalkboard and then applied a white decal onto the front. It also felt like it needed some color, so I had these embellishments from Hobby Lobby on hand, but Dollar Tree carries some too. And I hot glued that and a strip of ribbon onto the bottom to add some color. Then just keep some chalk handy, and then you can change out and erase and rewrite your days until Christmas. Each day we get closer to the holiday. Now I have one of these metal stars from Dollar Tree. I love these so much, and I found the cutest nativity scene that I cut out of white vinyl and applied that onto the front of this, what I'm going to turn into an ornament, but it would be cute to sit on a shelf too. Just removing that transfer tape to reveal my design, and then what I'm gonna do is add some ribbon around the edges. So to do that, I have this tape runner, which I'll link down below too. It's great for all kinds of crafting versus using glue for everything. I kind of liked this because it gave me the ability to kind of adjust my ribbon as I went around and applied it. So I'm just running a length of tape along all of those edges. I also came in and decided to cut off the jute hanger on this so I could replace it with something that matched a little better. So I just cut that off and continued adding the adhesive onto the edge, and then came in with my ribbon, which is about 5/8 inch size, which seemed to be about perfect for applying to the sides of this. And then again, I have my velvet red ribbon out so I can create a hanger for the top of this and make it just a little bit more fancy. Make sure to check the description box below to products that I use throughout this video. Thanks again to Cricut for sponsoring this video. Click that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you are new, and I'll have more Christmas DIYs popping up on your screen you can check out next. Thanks so much for joining me here at The Cozy Christmas Cottage.